special, one of a kind, one of the better boys. I'm on your level, that's what you say, but all I hear is no.
Hello my beauties, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's drugstore makeup tutorial for beginners, I'm going to start off by prepping my lid space, and for that I will use this LA Girl Pro Conceal and I am in the shade Toffee. I will use this fluffy concealer brush to blend it all in. I will use the shade in my Makeup Revolution Iconic Division palette just to set my brow bone area. So for my first transition shade, I went back into my Iconic Division palette, this time taking this army green shade right here. I took it on this bullet brush while blending it out with this base shadow brush by Real Techniques. And to transition that green shade, I went into my Makeup Revolution. This time I took the Deep Dive palette and I took this very lightest green shade in here on the small blending brush. It don't really matter what you do. Guess I have to tell you again, 'cause you haven't got the news. And now to intensify the outer corners, I went into this matte black shade on this detailing pencil brush. So to cut my crease, I will be going in with a combination of both these LA Girl products. One is a primer and the other one is a fawn concealer. Use the harsh edges of the cut crease. I'm just going to go in with this eyeshadow helper just to pat out the product. Back into my Iconic Division palette, and this time I took this green that I neglected earlier on. And now in my Deep Dive palette, I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade here all over my mobile lid. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but there is a major difference between this eye and that eye. So what I did to remedy that is that I applied some glue. This is my normal lash glue. And I took it on this very small detailing brush over where I have that shimmer shade. Then I picked up my Iconic Division palette, and this time I took this foiled green shade here. It's got these glitter particles, and that's what I use to apply right on top of where I have that glue to create this foiled effect. Use the harsh edges once again. I went into my Iconic Division palette, taking that green shade that we used to diffuse the cut crease. And for liner, I will go in with yet another drugstore product, which is my Wet n Wild Mega Liner. And for lashes, I will be using these new nude lashes that I got this morning actually from Quality Makeup SA. So for primer, I'm going to go in with both of these primers today. They're both drugstore. This is by Maybelline and the other one is by Catrice. And for foundation, I will also be going in with a combination, this time by Maybelline and Wet n Wild. And to blend it all in, I will go in with a damp beauty blender. To set that foundation, I will be using my Yardley loose powder in the shade Cuppacino. To conceal, I will be going in with that same LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Toffee. And to blend it all out, I will use this fluffy concealer brush with a damp beauty blender. To set my concealer, I'm going to go in with this Yardley Absolute Translucent Powder. Now I'm going to go over that powder with yet another powder, but this one is by Maybelline and I'm in the shade Toffee. And to contour, I'm going to jump into yet another Maybelline pressed powder, and this one is in the shade Espresso.
You say you're special, one of a kind, one of the better boys. I'm on your level, that's what you say, but all I hear is noise. I don't have time.
And to blur out any harsh edges, I'm going to go into yet another pressed powder, and this one is by Wet n Wild.
Just give it up, I think I've had enough. I'm too busy loving my friends. I ain't got no love to spare for you. I'ma be that girl to the end. It don't really matter what you do. Guess I have to
Blush, I will be going into my Makeup Revolution Velvet Rose palette, and I will grab these two matte shades.
that I don't wanna be your girlfriend. No, I don't wanna be your girlfriend.
And to line my waterline, I will be using my signature waterproof rich purple eyeliner. About my lower lash line, I went into my iconic Division palette and I took both of these shades.
Sorry, not sorry that I'm no help, 'cause I'm full of myself. Boy, don't you worry.
And for lashes, I'm going to use this combo today. One is a lash primer and the other one is mascara.
So give it up, haven't you had
And for lips, I will go in with this combo today while I let this lash primer dry.
love to spare for you? I'ma be that girl to the end. It don't really matter what you do. Guess I have to tell you again, 'cause you haven't got the news. Boy, you really need to understand that I don't wanna be your girlfriend. No, I don't wanna be your girlfriend. All I want is time with my
Now to lock everything in, I'm going to go in with my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. And for highlights, I will go in with my Maybelline Face Studio Highlighter. In a tear duct, I went into my Makeup Revolution, this Deep Dive palette, and I took the silvery shimmer shade here.